in my history, I haven't actually. He talks a lot about it, but I've never actually seen him hit a joint or anything.
No, that was a treat for all of us.
So I'm gonna have to give a Duke shout out to Hammer.
Woo.
Go Hammer.
Go
Wow.
Hammer. What a privilege.
Proud of you.
It's been an
Proud of
honor. What a moment.
I'm impressed. The world made history today.
I don't know if I should be asking for
For
autographs
the guy
or not.
that usually talks the walk but doesn't walk the talk.
You got to be careful
If you know
around
what I
these
mean.
folks. You know what I
If
mean?
you know what I mean.
All I know is in this nursing home, do they change your diapers? I just want to know.
Well, I'm here
So,
now. I'm here now, Amber, so you know what
She does, she does like, I don't know what that shit did to me, but I'm feeling funny.
Should we be on some Muppets right now?
I don't know what to do with my
The
hand.
chef, yeah. What are these? Look at these little things. What are you gonna do? Look at those little
What's
things.
everybody's like biggest overestimation been with weed though? Like when have you kind of gotten a little too liberal with your gummies, hit the bong a few too many times, and wound up real green and
Which
woozy?
time?
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yes, this
Oh,
one.
wait. Okay, you go first.
I think I got that.
This is gonna be a long story.
No, it's going to be very short, very short. Long story
God,
short.
I'm yelling already.
15 years old, 15 years old.
15 years old.
Smoked our grandmother's fucking car up for an hour straight. The hot box went for an hour, and we literally puked
it a Buick Skylark?
because we were dying from smoking.
Carbon
inhalation.
monoxide,
Yeah,
the
smoking
poison,
inhalation.
yeah.
Did somebody come
Smoking
along with a
inhalation.
hammer and say, "Dad, no, it's still worth it"? Like, how did you guys get out of that?
we fell out.
no.
We fell out, and we laughed at each other like a motherfucker. You know, we just laughed and laughed
I have
and
a-
laughed.
What was that, like a week ago?
That's the point, right?
Well,
Last
it's
night,
true.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
This one, last night.
It
What?
was
Last
true.
night
It
after
was very
what?
true.
No, I was like with him last night
Yeah,
after
it's
the
like
cocktail
15.
tasting.
Yeah.
So during COVID, I used to go to my friend's house because our kids were friends, whatever, and we just like hang out at the pool, and we would just like drink all day. We just get a cooler because it's COVID. We weren't doing shit, but we weren't safe. We were just
this gonna
lonely.
be a
If you
long
believe
story?
that shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, we're sitting in the hot tub later that night, and she was like, "Oh, I have gummies. Do you want one?" Right? She hands me this gummy bear. She's like, "I have 2 left. It's like this big, the gummy bear." And I was like, "That's weird. I ain't never seen no shit like that before." But
It was like a
anyway,
peep-sized gummy
she
bear?
just popped it in her mouth, ate it. I was like, "All right, cool." I swear, it was like 10 minutes later. Behind her house is just like, you can't see anything but trees and shit. So I'm just like staring off into the distance, and I realize I can't articulate words. And
Wonder what that's like.
and I'm like,
Terrifying.
3, 2, 1.
I was like, didn't you say that there was a show that you wanted to watch? And have you guys ever seen Little Dicky?
Every day.
Little Dicky.
That's great. You can still see it, brother. I'm happy for you.
Every day.
Adam, you're fucking fired.
Anyway, we go up to her room, and I'm like fucked up, and I have like, she's fine. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Anyway, so we go up and we start watching Little Dicky, and she was like, "Oh, I have bedroom snacks." I was like, "What the fuck are bedroom snacks? That's awesome."
Pulls out drawer.
Yeah,
Says
yeah.
thanks.
No shit. Yeah. Anyway, I ate all of her bedroom snacks, and then I passed out, and I woke up the next morning still completely fucked up. And I rolled over, I looked at her, and she's playing like fucking Mario Kart. She's like, "Oh my god, thank God you're awake. I'm starving." She told me that I didn't move. Like, I stayed completely like paralyzed the entire night, did not move at all. And then I couldn't even talk to her because I was still so fucked up. I didn't even look at her. I walked over and I grabbed my stuff and I just left. And she was like, "That was the craziest." She texted me, "That was like the craziest walk of shame that I've ever seen." She was like, "When are you gonna pick up your kids?" And I was like, "Whatever."
No.
I have kids?
I got in my car, and I only live like a couple of minutes from her, but I white knuckled the shit out of my way home,
Oh,
right?
10 and 2.
But then I was stoned for 3 fucking days. So I call her and I was like, "What the fuck did you give me?" And she was like, "Oh, people say they're a little strong, but
Like 100 million.
I'm fine." It was 1,300.
Jesus.
1,300 milligrams. She's like, "They don't sell them anymore. I can't find them." But like my friend,
why.
my friend got him. Whatever.
You know
She
what
was
the
fine
you know
though.
what
I
the
was fucking.
funniest thing
I was
is?
stoned for 3 days. I was terrified. I was just like,
Oh my
You know what the
God.
funniest thing is, Brandi?
what?
As high as I am, I didn't listen to anything you just fucking said at all.
Well,
The entire time till the end, and I thought, I need to be listening to
I
this shit right
usually.
now.
I thought
That's
we were
usually-
listening to Mickey Mouse movie.
That's a symptom of my ADD. I feel like I'm actually a little more focused in this
But it
moment.
wasn't your fault. It
You
was
can
my fault.
no. This is my daily life. People can tell me like a whole story, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. It always kind of relates, but I have no idea what the fuck they just said to me.
It reminds
No.
me. So your
No, it's-
story.
I was trying to listen, but
Yeah.
then
No,
I think
no,
I focused
it's
on
okay,
trying
it's
to
okay.
listen
I never
more
listen.
than actually listening. And
I forgot your name, so.
different
Your
dimension.
story
Yeah.
reminded me of
That's
one. I was watching. You guys seen Ali G, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of
course.
I think the same producers as Borat.
Yes.
Right.
So super dirty. I took my first dab,
Oh.
Oh, I won't do that.
and I'm watching
I'm too
this.
old. I
think
rarely-
I'm watching-
rarely
I think
smoke
I'm
pot.
watching this show with like somebody that I have just met, like or like a recent friend or something. I'll never forget this. I sunk into the couch. I had morphed into the couch and crawled on my hands and knees to the bathroom and put said towel over my face and was passed out in the bathroom for at least 4 hours.
And you wonder why we do drugs.
And we wonder why we do drugs. Why do I keep coming
got one?
back?
I'm like getting anxiety. Absolutely.
Oh, it's wild.
And I'm like,
It's
which
like giving
one?
me flashbacks. Like the worst one was definitely I literally lost vision. Like it all went white, and I was like walking through a field with my boyfriend, and I was like, started crying. I was like, I can't fucking see. I'm so fucking high. I can't see. I didn't eat anything, and he was like, it's fine. I was like, I'm blind. I'm not fine. Like I started freaking out. Like it was.
So does that mean he's
terrifying.
better looking? You're blind?
Who is
I
it?
was like freaking out.
What about you?
A friend of mine, Ed, I won't say the cocksucker's last name, but he said,
Oh,
just
cocksucker.
Fucking Ed.
take one square, but there's 4 squares in each bag. So I opened up the bag and ate all 4 squares, right? So
That's how
I
they
thought,
get you.
I thought it was 1 square, right? So I was trying to figure out, do I go to fucking Hogue or do I, what do I got to do here? So for like 5 hours, I was like between calling the EMTs and, Nirvana. So it happens. But thank you, Ed.
I got some shit.
Oh, is this Ed?
I got some shit in the truck now that we
Yeah.
out in the spirit world.
Yeah. Listen, I'm in the spirit
You got
world
some
right now.
ayahuasca or something? We're gonna
Yeah.
shit our pants later. What do you got in there?
No, well,
Peyote?
you may lose control of your bodily functions, but that's not my fault.
Yeah.
What is it? Heroin? What the fuck are you talking about?
Spouse.
THC.
Oh, it's THC that'll make you lose control of your bodily functions.
I said
I don't believe I want any shit like that.
it was not.
I do. Aaron,
Oh yeah,
raise
this
your
guy
hand.
hasn't shit in like 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I just had a colonoscopy. I need to shit. Come on.
Oh
I'm sure
man.
you shit right before calling.
Adam,
A
come tell
lot.
your story.
I was
We're
feeling
gonna
for
need
you,
the
brother,
Adam story.
that night.
I got
Alright.
the cleanest colon in town.
He's going through it
We
right
both
now.
know. I just got one done too.
Adam story. Adam story.
I just had to adjust the camera angles just now,
Ah.
and walking around those corridors was about the most stressful thing I've ever done. I was on lava over there. I think the biggest whoops I've had with pot wasn't even my fault. I didn't smoke anything. I had a roommate in college once who would make bubble hash, and he used my wooden spoon that I used to cook with once because I'm a poor college student. I had my wooden spoon. That was
Holy
my utensil.
shit.
That's
It
not
sounds
what
like
you.
something you told your mama.
Spank.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say.
He's making bubble hash all night with my wooden spoon. I gotta get up for some tests the next day.
You gonna tell me you're making eggs?
I make eggs using my one college student
Right.
utensil.
Yeah.
There I go, right? I'm cooking
Right,
my
right.
breakfast,
I
be
can see it.
responsible.
I can see it.
How did
And-
you come to the conclusion that that's how
I
that
can see it. I
transpired?
can see it, brother.
Oh, I
So-
can
I
totally
can
see
see
it,
it.
man.
They're
My
porous,
roommate,
but-
a roommate walked
Victim
in.
of
Yeah.
society.
We had a guy that lived in the hallway closet, and he came in and saw me cooking with those things.
Wait.
Let's focus on the
Pump the
details.
brakes, pump the brakes.
Okay.
There was a guy that lived in the hallway closet.
He built a tall bunk.
How much did you
with-
charge him for that?
It was about $350.
Oh, steal.
That was reasonable.
He didn't have to pay utilities.
That was enough to pay for the wooden spoon.
Anyway, he comes in and he says, "No, you're not using your spoon to cook with, are you?" He's like, "Joe Bocci was up all night making bubble hash. He kept me up all night, fucking whisking around ice and weed." And for the next 8 hours, I had to lie underneath a skylight in the sun and just followed like clockwork under a blanket. I was so done.
up.
Had to call it.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, were you sunning your perineum? Why you had to lay on the roof?
I was done. I didn't boof it. I didn't. I did not boof it.
At this point in time, guys, I would say snap into a Slim Jim. Because we all are.
Or some microwave pork
That's our
rinds.
safe word.
Step into a Slim Jim! Step into a Slim Jim!
Slim Jim. Please, snap to a fucking Slim Jim.
I said,
Please.
snap into a Slim
Please.
Jim.
No.
Well,
Oh.
thanks for hanging along through the whole joint with us.
We're gonna go
everybody.
get Fat Burger.
Yeah.
Cassidy's cheeseburgers.
Oh,
yeah.
Cassidy's cheeseburgers, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's fucking
There
do
we
it.
go.
I'm down with that. Let's do
Cheers.
it. Hell yeah.
Cheers.